Do my video, okay, Maxi Boo? Okay, Maxi? Okay? Good boy. Right, so week 11 of Piriformis syndrome. It was super bad this week. Exceptionally bad is the only way to describe it. So after my last video, I can't remember what it was, Saturday or something, the Sunday was so bad I couldn't leave the house. I had to call NHS 24 because I was like, what's going on here? I am completely disabled. It was shocking, but we'll get on to what's happened since then. So, woke up on Sunday, not pins and needles, full-blown acid burn feeling on the foot and calf. Anytime I stood on it, I was literally crumpling to the ground. So clearly nerve damage, nerve issue going right down to the foot, which I suspect is all from the Piriformis going really bad. Monday, I was thinking, I cannot go to work with this. So in the morning, fortunately, I had work to do at home, doing a lot of work from home, editing, emails, organising, all that kind of stuff. And I called the doctor and I said, can I get an appointment? They said, yeah, in about 3 weeks' time for a phone call conversation. I was like, no, I'm kind of needing one now because I can't walk. They're like, okay, hold on. So I actually managed to have a meeting with my doctor. Doctor saw me, which was great. He gave me a completely different diagnosis, which I was highly confused about. I was like, yeah, it's my Piriformis, definitely Piriformis. Is there anything here? Is there a tumour growing on it? Is there anything? It's like, it's highly unlikely to be bone cancer or muscle cancer. I was like, I didn't even know those were things. It's like, but thanks for saying they're highly unlikely. He took me in, gave me some movements, checked for strength in the foot and the calf, and he's like, yeah, it's clearly because of nerve. But he was like, it's not your Piriformis. It's your disc in your back. And I was like, no, my back is fine though. I have absolutely no problem. Back feels fine. Like before, when I'd done my back in, I couldn't even go to the toilet. Just that squeezing, that tensing of the core was just destroying me. So I was like, it cannot be my back. And he's like, it may not be that disc. So maybe that the nerve is getting pinched somewhere lower down, so more in the S joints, so the sacrum joint area, and maybe it's getting pinched there. And but it's like, but my Piriformis is spasming, like it's full going. I was sitting in the car, and it was like going full blown spasm, couldn't do anything. I was like, it's definitely my Piriformis though. It's like your Piriformis may be reacting to the nerve signals that are getting trapped a little bit further up. And I was like, oh, okay, didn't know about that. Anyway, also got an emergency sports massage that day as well. So went to her, and as I walked into her consulting room, I was literally sitting there going, yeah, it's really bad today. And then I had a spasm in my Piriformis. I was like, oh, fell onto the ground. She was like, oh my goodness, you're so bad. So it was really bad. And she was like, I'm so glad you came to see me in this state because I see what kind of condition that you're in. She was like, you need to maybe have another doctor's consultation, maybe get an MRI scan, blah, 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 lots of things. I was like, oh my goodness. She did her best. I mean, she did left and right. She said, yeah, my calves are getting tight as well because of this Piriformis now, because they're just kind of always feeling tight with the pain. So calves are tight. She did a thing of like stripping the band, the IT band. She did that as well. And she worked on the glute med and the Piriformis area as well. So she did her work on that. And she also said, look, I've got a hardcore sports physio. Because like going to the NHS physio, they're very gentle. They're dealing with 80-year-olds that are struggling to put on their clothes, not necessarily fit 37-year-olds that are meant to be climbing upstairs every day kind of stuff. So it's like, yeah, it'd be better if we went to go see a sports athlete physio. So I might be getting in contact with him, but again, with coronavirus, there's very little hands-on that they can do at the moment. I saw one where they're like, yeah, £35 for an online consultation. I was like, 35 quid? for somebody just to look at me through a webcam. I was like, I'd rather just keep going to my massage therapist, because she did her work on me that night, still absolute agony. The next day I had to send her a text saying, oh my goodness, whatever you've done has been fantastic. So if we consider my Sunday, where I couldn't walk, literally calling emergency doctors to try and see if I can get any more painkillers. We've called that number 10. Tuesday, after she'd done her work on me, I was down to a 7. Wednesday, I was down to about a 6. I was like, holy crap, texting you saying, oh my goodness, whatever you've done, working both sides, you've done a fantastic job, thanks so much. So we're talking about still in pain, still struggling to walk upstairs, still getting into house and developing this rough skin on my elbows from being on my hands and knees all the time, but being able to walk. It's like, hallelujah. Then I also found, this is probably a dangerous thing to say, but I found some old painkillers. So I've been using codeine or cocodamol, which is codeine and paracetamol, a muscle relaxant called baclofen, and a nerve relaxer called pregabalin. And then I found, back in a cupboard somewhere in the drawer, tramadol. 50 milligrams tramadol. Don't know if that I went online, and it seems like codeine and tramadol are kind of in the same family. They're kind of like the same, like, whoop to do. They're not that big a deal. But tramadol seems to be having much more of an effect than codeine. Maybe different people have different reactions. Maybe changing from one painkiller to another has a different reaction. So it might be better for me. But I'm not. See, the only thing is, it does make me drowsy. So that one at nighttime, boom, out like a light, fantastic. Or really, like, eyes are closing, like, whoa, sleepy. Definitely not during the day kind of stuff. Definitely not while driving. But on a Saturday, on a Sunday, if I'm waking up in pain, tramadol seems to be having far greater an effect. I'll call my doctor, I'll ask for another chat with my doctor to see, is tramadol dangerous, bad, good, what's the pros and cons of that? Is there any effect because it's been in my cupboard for about 7 years? Is it like, has it gained in potency or something like that? Is a 50 milligram tramadol actually like really hardcore drugs? I don't know. So yeah, it's been better. And last night, Friday night, I was like, I feel almost normal again. Like, just pain, just not agony, not pins and needles, not aching. I could walk upstairs. I was just like, the feeling of, oh, this is what it's like to be normal again, almost, was just fantastic. Today I woke up, loads of pain again. So I was like, tramadol, here we go, and I'm feeling a little bit better. Pain, I've been standing for this whole, 7 minutes. Like, normally, I couldn't stand for more than a minute before having to go on my hands and knees. In fact, we've seen my previous video on this. I was literally on the ground for this. So, going forward with this, got to speak to my doctor about the tramadol. Going to hopefully have a chat with a sports physio regarding, is it actually something in my hip, is it just my piriformis, or could it be a spinal thing? Again, I don't have any spinal or back pain whatsoever. I kept on saying that to my doctor, like, I have no back pain whatsoever. He's like, no, it's definitely something to do with your spine. I was like, okay. And I've just been very relaxed on the weight, so just doing light weights, going up to like 90 kilograms with the bands, doing that, just doing chest, but I haven't done any shoulders at all, just in case, if it is something in the spine, pushing up, putting pressure on the spine, maybe that causes an issue. I don't know, haven't noticed any effects from it, what I'm doing. So anyway, that's week 11, so only advice to say to everyone, different painkillers have different effects. Sports massage did what I think a very good job, and having a slightly different diagnosis from a doctor rather than myself, Google sports masseuse, has made me think about things in different ways, maybe change my shoulder pressing kind of action, but things are definitely looking on the up. So finally, week 11 started so bad. On Sunday, couldn't walk. Now can walk. possibly for a full 10 minutes before needing to go on the ground. So that's good. That and having a lot of pre-workout. I'm having a full jar of pre-workout this morning. Doing the business. So anyway, off for a workout this morning. Just me and my 2-year-old, Max? Yep, that's a head nod. Fist pump? Fine. And off for a workout now. So yeah, 11 weeks of this pain. Interesting if it's not piriformis. See where this goes. But it certainly is the piriformis muscle that is spasming, so definitely need to keep on relaxing that. So yeah, in the gym with the hot water bottles on my bum. There you go. That's week 11, piriformis syndrome report. Cheers, bye-bye.